Okay, coaches, we're going to take a look at some of these play-action pass cut-ups from Coach Brian White at Rose Hulman Institute of Technology in Indiana. Coach White did a terrific job submitting another clinic report for us on some of the protections that he used in this play-action game. And again, coaches, if you want the entire narrated video as well as the unnarrated game clips, you could find them at the Insider's website at www.xandolabs.com by becoming an Insider member today. So as you go through this, a lot of this, some of this is 11 personnel. You're going to see 11 personnel formation here, okay, with the Y off. All right, and Coach details the Y blocking situation, whether he has to know whether he's to the call side of the boot play action or if he's away from the boot play action. Right now, he's to the call side, okay, so the boot's coming to him, so he is going to right now just block the defensive end in the C gap. You see the offensive line is working their techniques, and Coach details those techniques in the full-length clinic report. It's a cover one look concept. So what you're going to see is a corner out right here by number 2 on a Sam linebacker, which is advantageous, of course, for the offense. We have both wide and tight shots so we can see the footwork of the offensive line, which we all know is important, particularly in this situation, this scheme. So what you're going to see now is always identifying the point. There's 42. Okay, there's the point man. You're going to see a will linebacker is going to rush off the edge here. So what that means is that the center and the backside guard are working to 42. So they are working to 42. Everybody's working their course, working their angle. Okay, as you see, 11's coming off the edge, and Coach White did a great job detailing his pressure progression and his blitz calls. What his offensive line does in this situation, they know that they are working to him. They are going to handle 1, so they are working to 1, and he's going to get picked up in the protection here, right here, by the backside tackle. Okay, same formation here. The boot is again going to the tight end side, so the tight end's going to sit and block C-gap. Okay, what you're going to have here is a smash concept. Okay, number 1 on the hitch. Number 2 on the corner out. Coach gets a lot of cover 1, so he does preach that corner out against cover 1. It's a good opportunity for that. What I do want to show you on the end zone shot here is a pretty good technique by the center. Coach talks about a bracer step. Okay, so here's a center right here. Just the whole deal of a bracer step. He's going to step right now to his right because it's a gap blocking scheme, but giving presence to the backside guard. So it's a good bracer step by that right foot. And you see the backside tackle here, the shuffle technique. He's uncovered, so he's shuffling into that B gap. Pretty good job closing that gap down, preventing any leakage. Okay, we're going to see another smash concept here. Blocking down. Here comes the hitch. Here comes a corner by number 2. The quarterback's able to get around, whip his shoulders around, and throw the corner out for an excellent ball and a good completion. We got some pressure here, so I want to show you exactly what happens. This is just about blocking gaps. Okay, so everyone's stepping to their gap. They're taking the necessary footwork that Coach White details in the report. Everyone's taking the right steps, sealing things off so the quarterback can get around the pocket. Okay, now this is where it gets a little interesting. Whatever you want to do with that tight end with that Y off the ball, now the play is going to the tight end. So now he has to make a decision what he is doing with that tight end. Okay, now Coach White talks about whether he's going to kick that player out or he's going to, whatever you want to call in terms of get your hips around him, log him, some coaches use. All right, but he is going to look at the C-gap defender. In this situation, you're keying hips. It's a muddy read. So as this tight end is coming across the ball, he has to make a decision pretty quick here. He decides to try to log him. Now, once that happens, the quarterback is responsible for the second player outside of him. I guess the tight end may have felt that he was a threat. But a pretty good job by the quarterback as he works reading the coverage. Okay, it's a smash concept again. There's number 2 working one-on-one in here. That corner is forced to get depth. Looks like a quarters coverage concept. So you're going to see the hitch is wide open for the throw. And one more coaching point that Coach White brought up is this slot receiver now does a pretty good job. He talks about driving through the outside shoulder of the overhang defender, okay, in order to clear that release. So here's the overhang defender. He wants to drive at that outside shoulder to force him to get depth, okay, which he's going to do here. And what that does, it opens up the hitch route by number 1. Quarterback could have thrown it a little sooner. Nonetheless, it's a pretty good completion. Okay, so here we have again smash concept. Y is off, so now he's got to make a read on that defensive end. The boot is coming to him. Now watch that defensive end. That defensive end decides to chase. So now that defensive end is chased. So now it tells that tight end he's blocking the next man outside of that. Usually exchange linebacker, which is going to be this player right here. A lot of room for the quarterback. Looks like you got a cover 3 look here. Looks like the corner is going to settle on the hitch route. So the quarterback decides to throw the corner route over his head. We do want to show you the nose. Pretty good job by the nose, by the center handling the nose here. You got an odd front. Okay, watch the movement by the nose guard here. Center step and left. Nose works right to that gap. Center's firm with him. But again, got the gap exchange. Just teaching your players to see that gap exchange. There's the Y coming off the ball to block for the quarterback. Quarterback gets rid of the ball. Do want to show you again another coaching point. Two-eye technique, as you see as this thing develops. Okay, there's the two-eye. Good job by the play side guard absorbing that two-eye, that blitzing linebacker coming there. All right, now we're going to show you some sail concepts. Pretty good concept if you're getting quarters coverage. Rose Hulman's in a pistol formation here. Okay, tight end's coming across again. But you're going to run number 1 on a hitch, and number 2 is going to work that pivot or that sail route. And the ball's delivered pretty well here. Pretty good job right here by the guard. Okay, and that center working to that two-eye. Okay, the boot's coming to the tight end. Here's a sail again. You're getting that quarters look. Okay, where 1 could run that bubble to expand a flat defender, and then you have 2 running that sail concept. Coach White mentioned like he likes the one because the number 1's route is similar to blocking a most dangerous man as he gets into a stem, as most coaches will teach in the run game. So as you see him come off, you know, he's kind of oozing out. He's not firing out 100 miles an hour, but he's working into that route right there. And you're going to see here the nickel and Sam is going to expand, okay, to that flat route, leaving a pretty good window for the cornerback to throw number 1 open. So you see that stand. Now here comes the route break, and you got some space in here for the quarterback to get rid of the ball. One thing we'll show you on the right guard is pretty good footwork by the right guard here. Okay, it's a jab vertical footwork, what Coach White talks about in the clinic report. There's the jab, okay, almost like a combination block, driving the knee or knee, and then he's getting vertical, getting some vertical presence there. Another sail concept. Here comes the tight end again. Looks like a close by that defensive end, so that Y is going to hook him. He's going to cross the formation. I think Coach White mentioned it could make a little better decision here. He's a little hesitant on trying to avoid the defensive end coming there. He could have been engaged in more of a kick-out block. Now, the Sam linebacker is driving. You have a sail concept. There's the bubble, so he's driving on that bubble, which is going to open up that sail behind it. Okay, corner sits here. Quarterback's going to throw right to the hitch. with a bubble. Pretty good job by the offensive line blocking their gaps. As you're going to see, they're all, right now, they're going to step to their left. Okay, good footwork here, good footwork here, good footwork here. The ball's going to get out. A couple more here. Tight end's working across the formation. Okay, so now this player sits like that. It's going to be a pretty good opportunity to log that player. Sail concept again. Looks like a most dangerous man block by number 1. Then he's going to work that sail. Here comes number 2 out to the flat. Quarterback's able to get around there. Now what this sail does is it occupies both the corner and the safety. Okay, so that out route has to be leveraged by the Sam linebacker. Quarterback just gets it there. Pretty indecisive by that Sam linebacker, nickel. And the quarterback gets in the ball. Tight end's going to work across the formation here. There's the tight end, the Y. Looks like a cover 4 look in the secondary. Okay, you got an inside gap stunt, so right now he's going to pick up the next player outside of that to protect for the quarterback. Okay, there's number 1 on the out. There's number 2 working the sail right behind it. Quarterback just simply delivers. The out could have been more of a gain here, but quarterback does get rid of the ball. Good job by the stunting. Watch his backside tackle in this situation. You got a stunting player here. And we don't know who's playing force behind it, but as you see, as this player crosses face of that tackle, tackle's pretty firm, getting off the ball, being physical with it, and I'm sure you could tell that by alignment. Coach White talks to his players about what the alignment is for that cheat. Now, there's 2 examples of hot reads that are already built in. Okay, the tight end right now sees the pressure coming. He's just going to work out. He becomes a flat threat. Just a smash concept. Okay, the quarterback just sees the tight end. Tight end gets his head around. Easy completion. And we'll show you one more. To the right top of the screen, same situation. Okay, here comes the edge pressure. All right, instead of that tight end stepping down, securing the C gap, he's just going to leak out and be the flat threat. There's a smash concept in front of it. Quarterback sees the tight end right here. Nobody in the flat, take care of him. Easy throw and catch, easy completion. We appreciate Coach Brian Wright at Rose Hulman for putting this together. Coach does excellent work. And you can have the full unnarrated version under our game film library, coaches, and you will find this there. Thanks for logging in at xandolabs.com.